So let us chant the Karma Yoga Shloka Sangraha. Karma Yoga Shloka Sangraha. Dhyana Shloka. Parasharya Vachas Saroja Mamalam Geetartha Gandhotkatam Nanakyanaka Kesharam Harikatha Sambodhana Bodhitam Loke Sajjana Shatpadairaharaha Deviyamanam Muda Bhuyat Bharata Pankajam Kalimala Pradhamsina Shreyase Atha Shrimad Bhagavad Gita Karma Yoga Shloka Sangraha Arjuna Uvacha Jayasi Chet Karmanaste Mata Buddhir Janardana Tatkim Karmani Ghore Mam Niyojayasi Keshava Shri Bhagavan Vacha Na Karmana Naishkarmyam Purushoshnude Nacha Sanyasana Siddhim Samadhi Gacchati Nahi Kaschit Kshanamapi Japudishtatya Karma Krita Karyate Vyavashah Karma Sarva Prakriti Jair Gunaihi Karmendriyani Sanyamya Yahaste Manasa Smaran Indriyarthan Vimudhatma Mithyacharasya Uchyate Yastvindriyani Manasa Niyamya Rabhate Arjuna Karmendriyai Karma Yogam Asaktasya Vishishyate Anubandham Kshayam Himsam Anavekshya cha paurusham mohadarabhyate karma yattattamasamuchyate yattu kamesuna karma sahankarena vapunaha kriyate bahulayasam tadrajasamudakritam niyatam sangarahitam Aragadveshatakritam Apalapresuna karma Yattat satvikamuchyate Karmanyevadhikaraste Ma phaleshu kadachana Ma karma phalaheturbhuhu Ma te sangostva karmani Kim karma kimakarmeti Kavayopyatra mohitaha tatte karma pravakshami yajñātvā mokṣyase shubhāt karmanopyapi bodhavyam ca vikarmanaha akarmanascha bodhavyam gahanāt karmano gatihi yogastah kuru karmāni Sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukruta dushkrute tasmad yogaya yujyasva yoga karmasu kaushalam karmanya karmaya pashye akarmani cha karmayaha sabuddhiman manusyeshu sayukta kritsna karma krita tyaktva karma phala sangam nitya tripto nirashrayaha karmanyabhipravrittopi naiva kinchit karoti saha. This shloka we will practice. Tasmadasaktas satatam Karyam karma samachara. Tasmadasaktas satatam karyam karma samachara. Asakto hyacharan karma. Paramapnoti purushaha. Asakto hyacharan karma. Paramapnoti purushaha. Tasmadasaktas satatam karyam karma samachara. Asakto hyacharan karma paramapnoti purushaha. This is a very important shloka. Let us see the word split. Tasmad asaktah satatam karyam karma samachara. Asaktah hi acharan karma paramapnoti purushaha. Param apnoti purusha. So this is the word split. Tasmad. So now the context here is we are the ultimate goal of human life. So all of us are seeking freedom. Freedom from the sense of insecurity, unhappiness, then disturbance, anxiety. So this is what we are seeking freedom from. And this freedom alone is called moksha. So in this sentence, this moksha is termed param. So param. Apnoti means attains. Purusha, the person attains moksha. Now moksha can be attained only by removal of delusion. All of us have this delusion that I am this individual and I depend on this world for my happiness or unhappiness. But Krishna Paramatma tells this even in second chapter, that if you know yourself correctly, who you are, that is pure consciousness, then Atmanyeva Atmana Tushtaha Sthita Prajnas Tadochyate. You will become a person who understands that the source of happiness and sadness is not the world, but it is me. It is me alone. I don't depend on the world for my happiness and sadness. So this can happen only through knowing who am I. So the famous question, who am I, has to be answered. But before even coming to know who am I, we require to purify our mind. Purify it from raga dvesha, strong likes and dislikes. And how raga dvesha is playing a problem, we will see in terms of knowing what it is. Many a times you would have seen, even with our friends, we would have heard something about our friends. We have some kind of fight with our friend. Then we are not talking with the person. So we have strong dislike. And the person says, you study this portion at the end when the exam is coming. You study this portion is very, very important and it will also possibly come in exam. What will your mind immediately say? No, it is not important. He is telling me because he wants me to fail. He wants me to get less marks. So possibly it is an important portion. He has got the knowledge, but we are not ready to even see that knowledge because we have that mental block or bias. So to know something objectively as it is, we call it as yathartha jnanam, as it is. It is very important for us to have a mind which is free of strong likes and dislikes, which are called raga dvesha. So what is the first portion? Before even we go to knowledge, we have to remove raga dvesha. And for this we have to do karma yoga. So karma yoga is for removal of raga dvesha. Another small example I'll give you for raga dvesha. The fact is sun does not rise and set. But before science could even find out that it does not rise and set, there was a particular group of people who termed it can rise and set, and their entire belief system was based on that knowledge. Now what happened is, when Galileo found out that it is not going to rise, it is not rising, it is not setting, it is only experienced to be rising and setting, initially those group of people did not even accept it. Not only not accept it, he was put on to jail. So you can see how much a bias can create subjectivity, and knowledge will not be known. I mean, what is there, fact, will not be known. So that is the problem. So first you have to remove this bias, strong likes and dislikes. For that what he is telling, tasmad, because your final objective is moksha. Asaktas satatam karyam karma samachara. Karya means that is to be done. That duty has to be done. Asaktaha. Asaktaha means do not be swayed by raga dvesha. If something needs to be done, you have to do. We have covered this even last week. If I have to study for the exam, let me do that. And when I study, if I am going to get marks or not, I should not think, oh, will I get mark? Will this come? Will the teacher correct properly? Oh, see, in the previous exam, the teacher did not correct properly. All this should not come in mind. What is in my mind right now? I am studying and I have to do my exams well. That should be there in the mind. So therefore, asaktaha, do not get disturbed by what is going to be the result, this happened, etc. So that is what is asaktaha, without attachment. Satatam, always, continuously, you have to do it for a length of time. Continuously as a student, what I am supposed to do in the role, I am supposed to do continuously. You should not say, Arey, what is this here? This is boring. That is our duty, and it has to be done daily, day in and day out, day in and day out. So therefore, satatam karyam karma samachara. Okay, so do it. And what was the duty of Arjuna there? That karyam is what is to be done by Arjuna. Arjuna had to fight the war there against adharma. So that was the karyam for him. And he stopped doing that. Why? Because he had raga towards his relative on the other side. He thought he is killing the relative. It is papa. And he stopped doing the activity. He says, don't stop. Come on, stand and start doing your own swadharma. Because as a Kshatriya, the swadharma is to protect the dharma. So therefore, do that what needs to be done. Karyam karma samachara. Why he is giving the reason? The reason is asaktaha. When you are doing the duty without attachment to what is going to happen, what is the result, then when you do that, he, acharan karma, then you attain moksha, freedom. You have seen how we attain moksha? By doing karma yoga without attachment towards what is being done and the result, both. I should not be attached. I want to do what? I want to now play. But what is to be done is study for the exam. So I should not be attached to one kind of activity. I should not be attached to the result also. Then what happens? Raga dveshas will reduce. And when raga dveshas reduce, your mind will be ready. And when self-knowledge is given, like Krishna Paramatma gives in 2nd chapter. Okay, so we have seen that 2nd chapter. Najayate mriyate va, or ajo nitya shashvatoyam. So when he tells, you will be able to understand it very well. Because your mind will be subtle and it will be free of raga dvesha and be objective. Thank you.
Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukhabhag bhavet. Om Hari